with all the stuff that you're going through, how much of this do you reveal to your boyfriend?
He knows everything. He's always been there. He's always been there.
What's his take on
With the
it?
OnlyFans, he was there, huh?
What's his take on? No, hold on. He's been there since day one. Go ahead.
Yeah. He's been there since day one. His take, he doesn't like the disrespect that I get. He's like, you're so sweet. I just don't understand why people would treat you this way. And I'm like, look, I'm new to the space, so they don't know that I'm sweet. They don't know that I'm coming from a genuine place. I am trying to understand them. Like, people get really offended when my face is like, but I genuinely don't understand, and I'm trying to understand you. And they're like, why are you looking at me like I'm stupid? And I'm like, I'm not looking at you like I'm like you're stupid. I clearly don't understand. So like things like that, he's like, I wish people were more understanding like you are, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, look, they don't need to understand me. They will get to know me. They'll start to understand that it's not malicious. My face is very expressive. If I'm excited, you're going to see it. If I'm sad, you're going to see it. And if I am confused, you're going to see it. It's no offense to you. It's just my face. But yeah, he just feels like he's fine with the way I dress. He thinks I look great every time. So it's like, damn, like my man supports me. He still wants to marry me. He still wants to be a part of this. He wants to help me edit my videos. Like, he's there for me, right? So it's like people are trying to like worry me or shame me, like, oh, what would your man say? What did your man think? And it's like, my man thinks I'm wonderful. So do you agree with him? Is that what it says? Like,
right.
Or do you just want to try to shame me? Just like when they bring up my kids, like, oh, Quentin, he'll say, get out of the chat, go take care of your kids. And it's like, sir, God forbid I'm in the chat for an hour and my kids are playing. Like, God forbid. And he has a kid, so it's not like he doesn't know, like, that shit's ridiculous, but he just likes to push my buttons.
Quentin, you and I are going to have a talk. Back to that. I admire your boyfriend. He has a level of patience that I don't have. Because when it comes to her in there, I'm ready, man, please.
Oh no.
Like, I have, like, it's contrary my facial expression physically. Yeah. Well, nobody's gonna see me physically until we go to Dallas next month.
I'm so salty y'all aren't going to DC. I'm really salty.
You know what's crazy? If we went to DC, one, I had to travel there by myself. And number two, honestly, that would have been cheaper than me going to Dallas. I'm still trying to figure that part out. But
dang, I'm salty.
It would have made no sense because they went to DC last year anyway. It's like, go to somewhere you haven't been yet. You haven't been to Dallas. I haven't been to Dallas
either, so maybe I can go.
Dallas is Houston's little brother. I want to throw that out there. Shout out to Dallas. But when people, of course, when you see me in public, people tend to stay clear from me already, which is perfectly fine. But when I'm with my wife, it's different. That's my soft spot. And that's my weakness as well. It's like, you guys can say whatever you want about me. You can say I make $22K a year. You can say I'm a dog catcher. You could get the weirdest idea that I'm part of the LGBTQIA community. Still don't know how we got that, but it is what it is.
Everything else is gay, that's how.
Yeah, that's like the idiots in the chat. And I found out we could block them block them for $20. So I'm gonna talk to Aaron about that. It's like, whatever you gotta say about me, keep it to me. You go outside of me like my wife and my kids, I'm going to do something extreme. Like,
and that's how he feels. He's like, I don't want them talking to you like that because you don't deserve that. You don't go up there calling names, being disrespectful. You don't do that to them. And I'm like, the thing is, I know what I'm capable of. I know that I have the capability of pushing people's buttons without calling them names. So I can't know that I have that ability, know that I use it sometimes, and then cry victim when they lash out. I know it's coming. I just want them to know that I'm going to strike you without venom sometimes if you're being disrespectful.
That's real. We was on Izzy's Israel's podcast stream. He there was something happened on the stream with two individuals, and it resulted in somebody talking about somebody's father. And I had to go on the panel and say, look, bro, there's now I don't always agree with this woman, but there's ways to talk to people. You ain't got to talk about their fathers. Now, I can talk about somebody's father, but just not talk about the father directly. I'm just going to talk about you. I'm going to break your talking points down. I'm going to build you up, and I need you to go back, about face, go back to your father and explain, here's what Christopher J. told me, and here's the results. Why did you raise me to be a failure? That's how I get at people's parents.
I like it.
See, one thing I learned is you gotta learn to insult the fuck out of people, but you gotta do it with a smile on your face. You gotta do it with kindness, because by the time you get home, took your clothes off, took a shower, you ate, you watched the TV, you're gonna realize that motherfucker just called me stupid.
Yeah.
And 5 hours later, I just realized how stupid I am. See, that has always been my trick for people. Now, I don't think I'm better than anybody. Well, that's a lie. It's just a simple fact that I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna give you your respect, especially when you're disrespectful to me. Just know that I'm not gonna blow up on you. I'm just going to kill you with kindness. And I think that's something you have been doing for the past less than a month that you've been on. There's a lot of, like, outside of that one JP thing, I never see you blow up. Even when they call you out of your name.
I just be chilling because I know they're just trying to get under my skin, and they're not really upset with me. They're upset that I don't agree with them. So it makes it easier for me to like detach from the moment, really. But the only time I'm really frustrated is when I'm trying to get my point out and I cannot. That really, really irritates me. Like, look, I don't care if you guys are going to come up talking about my boobs. I don't care if you guys are going to come up talking about my white man. I don't care if you're going to come up talking about anything off subject. Just let me finish this, and then we can go back to titty talk. We could do that.
Yeah, because sometimes even the people I disagree with, I'll say, hold on, y'all, let them finish talking. And that's only because... You've done
that for me.
Yeah, not only you, I've done that for a lot of people. Yeah. Hell, I think I've done that for Tyranny at one point in time. Ugh.
I'm sure she appreciates that. Man, I appreciate it.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
She
was so mad. That's one person that was so mad that I said the ER, and I was like, "Girl, first of all, I don't even know her."
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out with that. That's a female version. That's a female version of JP.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
That's been my trick to approach her. Female version of JP, just not.
Okay.
Just that JP has said a lot more insightful material than she has.
She's way
from
younger.
What I say.
She's way younger. She just has less experience and she thinks she knows everything.